Hi, Tracy here, and I have a layout in process called Small Thing Big Package. This is a layout I did. It's actually a double layout that, so I have both layouts from start to finish in process here in this one video for you. And I'm going to work on this first one on the left. That is, I'm putting pictures in sequence of my daughter opening her birthday present she got this year, which was an iPod Touch. But I wrapped it several times over and over so that it originally came in a very big box, and slowly but surely she opened one at a time until she got down to the last box. And I am using papers here from the Studio Calico September Kit. And then I'm going to be using embellishments from the Oh Dear Me September and October kits. I ended up unintentionally, I mixed up the embellishments from my August and September Studio Calico kits. So I have been using, I believe, embellishments thinking they were the August kit, but I think some of them were the September kit in some of my previous layouts, but so I apologize if that was confusing. So here I'm going to use this manufacturing strip, and I'm going to show you. That's the Amy Tangerine cut and paste, and it's called Precisely, and I'm using the gray and white polka dot paper. That's the manufacturing strip from that paper. And then I'm using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher to attach each section of strips that I'm putting the pictures in order as she's opening. And then some of the pictures I'm putting underneath the strips, some of them I'm putting in between the two strips, and then some I'm putting in front. So they're just kind of willy-nilly set there, not perfectly just right. And I threw away the manufacturing strip for the background paper, unfortunately, so hopefully you can see it. As I'm recording here, I cannot read it because it's a small viewing of the video, but I'm hoping you can see what that background paper is when you see the video big. And okay, so those little words I'm using to embellish, those are from Crepe Paper Flea Market, and it's called Market, that paper, and that worked out perfect. Like that one says Pure Goodness, and I use them throughout the page in several different places. I just cut them out, fussy cut, freehand. And then here, this stamp is from the Oh Dear Me kit, and I'm trying to figure out what color to use because there's several colors in that background paper that it's like watercolor looking, and here I'm stamping it out a bunch of times. I'm struggling with the stamp because it has a little spot on it, which is a little bit frustrating, but so I'm stamping it out, and then I'm gonna switch colors and go with the green because the green goes very nicely. So there, I'm gonna go with that green, and I'm gonna punch it out. And it says Wild Thing, and it's perfect for that picture of her, that expression on her face. It's perfect. And then I'm thinking about matting the Wild Thing stamp on another piece of paper, but then I decide against it. And here I'm looking through embellishments. Oh, and then I'm using, this is another stamp from that same stamp set. It says This Is Magic, and I'm deciding whether to do gray or black, and I go with black. Here, I'm gonna try it on the black with the black. to record this so many times I forgot if I mentioned that the word paper, I'm going to use that throughout. That's a crate paper from the kit, which I think I did already say it in this video, but if not, I'm going to say it again right now. Maybe not. Oh, here it is. Crate paper, flea market, and it's called Market. And I'm going to staple those with the tiny attacher throughout the layout, different words from there. This is a Oh Dear Me kit, Freckled Fawn bow. I'm going to use that down below. And then the sticker that says Right This Way, I am going to use it, but I'm going to put something underneath of it. That is also from the Oh Dear Me kit, as well as that triangle with the exclamation mark that I'm going to put next to Wild Thing. And this, so that's a Dear Lizzie sticker sheet, and I put that under there, and then so that just sort of shows the eye to go in that direction, especially with the This Is Magic arrow underneath. And here I'm trying to figure out where do I want the Wild Thing and the exclamation point to go. So, and then this What's Happening sticker, that's also from the Oh Dear Me kit, as well as the question mark. And that was just kind of perfect for that picture because she has this expression like, what the heck is going on here? And so now I'm going to staple down that. It says Simply Wonderful. I think I finally took off the manufacturing strip so I could staple the rest of that word. And here I'm fiddling around with where do I want that to go. And here I need to refill my tiny attacher. And I did a little practice one with it. And here I am fiddling around with that. Where do I want that to go? And I actually change it completely. I end up putting it there. And then I use another Dear Lizzie sticker to kind of mat or frame it. And then that's where I'm going to put one of these bows, is right there. And let's see. Yeah, I gotta put the bow down, which I end up having to use glue on it because I don't know, I couldn't get the stickiness to come off with the bow. So I think I'm gonna end up having to glue all those down. And then these little stars are also from the Oh Dear Me kit. And I'm gonna use some pink ones throughout. This layout has so many pictures on it that I obviously can't really over embellish it, so I just subtly embellished it. I didn't go haywire. Here I am going through my sequence. That is all sequence mixed together that I bought separate colors from Etsy, and I'm kind of pulling the ones that I want, and then I'm just gonna kind of toss them onto the page and see where they fall. And some I do have to move because they fall like in a bad spot on a picture, but other than that I pretty much glued them down where they fell. I had to flip a lot of them over because they fell with the wrong side up, but other than that I basically glued them down where they fell. Even many of them are right on the picture, so. And I use the glossy accents to glue those down. So it's pretty tedious, takes me a while to get them all glued down. And then I get glossy accent all over my fingers, so then yeah, the sequence sticks to my finger. but it's all worth it in the end. And I do end up, I put one, oh, there's two more embellishments that I have to add to this one before it's done. I'm just shaking off any loose sequins that didn't get glued down. And here I'm going through my badges, deciding which badge do I want to use. And I found the perfect one. I love that one because it's just the right green, which goes with the Wild Thing ink that I used up above, and it goes nicely with that pink bow. So it's just a little camera, which is appropriate since that's a bunch of pictures. And then now I'm going to just put some of these Project Life arrows on here. I'm putting 3 there, and then I'm going to do 3 pointing to photo. Oh, I said it said pure goodness, but it says photo goodness, which is even cuter little expression. And then I do put one more over by what's happening. And that's it. And now I'm going to start the second layout. And this is the layout of the last picture of her. Well, the truth is I think I did take others because I took them of her looking at me, but I think maybe they didn't come out good or something. Because this is the last one that I have developed. But it's really cute because this surprise on her face, if you really look at the picture, she is just so shocked. So all those papers are the same papers I used on the other side, the other layout, and except the red polka dot is Pebbles from Me to You collection, and it's called Thanks. And then I decided I wanted this one to look sort of like the other page where I had the strips kind of holding the picture. So I put 2 strips down and use the tiny attacher to attach those. Here we go. And now I'm going to glue some of the papers down. And that background paper, that green, is from the Studio Calico Kit as well, the September. And then I'm going to end up cutting it down and matting it onto a cream color paper cardstock that also came from the kit. I think I'm cutting it down right now, yeah. And here I am thinking of what do I want to use to mat it. And I end up going with a cream cardstock. Making sure it goes. And here I'm looking at some other words that I might want to use on this page as well. I'm using all similar items to what I used on the previous page, again just to keep them so that it's like a double page layout. And I love that where that says, "Oh my goodness, happy day." And that's me. I'm pushing down the staples from the tiny attacher. And here I am thinking. Not really sure what to do next on this one. And here I pulled out some other embellishments from the Oh Dear Me kit. And then I have that Love This Life, that's a chic tag, a circle. And now I have these words. I'm cutting out even more words. That's my daughter with the iPad to the right. And I'm gonna make a little cluster over there for those, with those words. And when I do that type of a cluster, I like to make it like how the word yeah is at the bottom. I like that where that sticks out a little less than the other words. That's kind of how I want to do that sort of a look. And then now I'm gluing those down onto an additional piece of that yellow and white geometric paper. And then I'm going to add one of those little pink stars there. And that cluster is pretty much done, other than I'm going to be adding some sequins all around. And here I'm working on my title. Not sure where I disappeared off to. Always looking for the letters. Had a hard time figuring out which letters to use on this title. I am going to end up using a green, I don't know, square sticker letter. There it is, the Dear Lizzie. And then that October Afternoon mini market in sort of a reddish pink. And it's a long title, so I gotta get through getting all these letters. So, and this is sort of a play on words, because there's the expression of, you know, sometimes big things come in small packages. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you think, oh, if I'm going to use that little box, but it turns out being a big thing. Well, in this case, she had gotten a big box, and it was a small thing, so that's why I did something. Sometimes small things come in big packages. And here I am trying to figure out how do I want these to go. And I did the title this way instead of using thickers. I chose to do these small letters because it went with the feeling of all those little words to me. It has sort of the typewritten feeling to it, these little square letters. And so that's why I did that. And then as I'm working here, I'm not liking that the word small kind of gets drowned in the polka dot reddish pink paper. So then I come back with a black pen and I outline those. I use the medium point black pen that I got. I can't remember the name of them. Oh, it's that Faber, however you say it, Faber-Castell or something like that. Pens. I use the medium because I wanted it to be pretty dark. I haven't done it yet because I'm already thinking of it, but I'm nervous to do it because it's permanent, you know. So I got that stamp, says this is magic. Again, using similar things to the other layout. And now I'm sprinkling some sequins about. And I'm going to do the same thing where I glue it down where it lands. And here I go through the process of gluing all those down. And even though it is a tedious. I love doing it, so you know, scrapbookers, us scrapbookers, we love paper and glue, right? So I got all those glued down, and now here I think I'm finally gonna go for it and do the ink. There we go. And I like it. I'm glad that I chose to do that. And then I'm also going to stick, there we go, some of the Project Life arrows. And I believe that's it. I'm going to have close-ups of both layouts for you. There we go. That's that one. And then I'm going to show each one pictures of, there we go. See, now you can see the expression on her face. She is a wild thing. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And at the very end, I do have a picture where it's both of them together. Thanks again. Bye-bye.